My wife Shelley and I both left our full-time jobs in April of 2021 and decided to follow our dreams of further travel, adventure and a bit of the unknown. We sold our 5-acre rural property and downsized to our lock-up and leave 2-bedroom livable shed. We built this to also house our caravan and vehicle and provide us with storage when the lure of overseas travel calls. Unfortunately, we both know people who didn't quite make it to retirement or after a long working life are now unable to do the things they dreamt of, either from disability or illness. While we will still have to work from time to time, we aim to spend as much time as possible travelling around our beautiful country of New Zealand and later on some further destinations. So there you have it, Vagabond life. Oh, well, good morning. We're currently staying here at the Ninia or Ninia, I'm not quite sure which way you say it, Park-Over property here in New Plymouth. So we arrived yesterday yesterday afternoon and basically just got set up on our site, and yeah, I'll take you in and show you around. It's a really great Park-Over property and it's not that far from town. It's maybe 10 minutes drive, I suppose, into town from here. But yeah, fantastic Park-Over property. It used to be I think it was an old avocado orchard, but it's got all the shelter belts and everything there, and various areas you can park. So I'll take you and show you around. It's really nice. Yeah, so we're parked in over here in this first bay, and but there's several other bays here as well that you can park in, all surrounded by shelter belts. So yeah, it'll make it nice, and if it was a bit of a windy day. There's a happy hour shed down in the corner down here. Everyone gathers down here at 5 o'clock each afternoon for a happy hour, which is really nice. Go in for a look. Yeah, so they got avocados you can buy for $1 each, and obviously got plums and lemons for free, which is really nice. And it's $15 a night for a powered site, or $6 for unpowered. And they also have a country music festival here each year, and I think they have something on New Year's Eve as well. Yeah, so really cool. There's, I've talked to several people yesterday that come back here every year. A few books. I haven't been through this bit here yet. We'll have a look through here. Oh yes, more Park-Over areas. It's an absolute gem of an area, this, the Park-Over area. It really is good. wind wand.
Yeah.
Did he get all the crumbs?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
On our show, when we go through all of those actually awards and prizes. So very excited, mate. And if you don't mind, we want to start with you. What is your...
So as you can see in the previous clip, we're starting to think our dog's broken. We before we came away on this trip, about probably 2 days before we came away, some people in the neighbourhood let off some firecrackers at about 8:30 at night, and ever since then, every single night at 8:30 she starts that panic attack thing going on, and it seems no matter what we do to try and stop it, it just does no effect. You know, we've got some calming spray that's supposed to calm dogs down when they're scared of fireworks or something, and she just laughs at it. It does nothing. We've tried relaxing music and taken her out for walks and thrown the ball with her and all that sort of stuff, and no, every night. So yeah, it's becoming a little bit tiresome, to be honest. And as sorry as we feel for her, because she's so petrified of fireworks and things, yeah, after it sort of happens every night for you know, what are we, about seven or 8 nights now, yeah. Oh, and it doesn't just go on for 5 minutes either. It starts at 8:30 and goes till about midnight, so until she finally tires herself out and goes to sleep, and then we can get some sleep. So yeah, hopefully she will forget about it eventually and move on until next year, but yeah, as long as people keep letting fireworks off, I guess it will continue to happen. So the joys of pets, eh? Yeah, so this happened last year as well, and there's a video a year ago, we'll put it in the link in the description below, where we actually lost her last year for 5 days. We went out to a barbecue about a month after Guy Fawkes, and we didn't take her with us because our friends had a cat, and she doesn't particularly like cats. And we came home and she was gone, and we searched for 5 days, and finally a guy I used to work with found her at 4:30 in the morning on his way to the gym, and brought her back home. Yeah, so you can see she's terrified of fireworks, and whether this year she's remembering back to those 5 days lost, I don't know, but it seems to be going on for a bit longer this year, so we will have to see, I suppose. And yeah, so while it's really nice having Reba with us in the caravan, and we love taking her away with us, this time of the year it is a little bit restrictive, unfortunately, especially with her at the moment having these panic attacks. So I was hoping to go to the Festival of the Lights, which is in New Plymouth this time of year. It goes through till about the 22nd of January, I think. I was hoping to go to that and show you all of that as well, but we can't leave her at home, obviously, by herself. When she's in that sort of state, she just panics even more. So yeah, we weren't able to do that, unfortunately. And also this time of the year, like if we wanted to go to the museum or anything in New Plymouth, it's just too hot to leave her in the vehicle as well. So yeah, it has its drawbacks, unfortunately. As much as the company is really nice and it's great to have her with us, yeah, it can be a bit restrictive too. Yeah, so seeing we weren't able to do those things that we had sort of hoped for, we decided to carry on to Hawera and stay at the NZMCA park there, which we haven't been to before, and just see what that's like. So we stayed in Hawera for the night at the NZMCA park, which is a nice little park, you know, fairly close to town, and spent New Year's Eve there. Very quiet. I think all our neighbours had gone to bed, so what do you do when that happens? You break out the Scrabble board and put on some music and have a couple of rums, and yeah, so we just had a fairly quiet night just to ourselves until about midnight or just after, and the fireworks started going off not too far away. So yeah, our friend wasn't too happy about it, so she's lying under the table now like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. But yeah, it wasn't the best of nights, so I think Shelley probably didn't get to bed till about 2 in the morning or something, trying to settle her down. And so while we were in Hawera, we bumped into my cousins that were also staying in Hawera at a friend's place, so we got to catch up with them, which was really good. Haven't seen Kay and Neil for quite a while, so yeah, it was great to have a catch up. And then we decided the next day, New Year's Day, we decided to head for Feilding. Kay had mentioned that there was a nice freedom camp area down by the river in Feilding, so we decided to go and investigate that. And so yeah, we headed off to Feilding and are now staying at Tainui Park, which is just out of town. It's only, we push biked in there this morning. It's a nice little freedom camping area. It's quite a long sort of parking area, plenty of room, and there's several little bays that you can sort of choose from to park up in, and I think you can stay here for 5 nights in each calendar month, and you're supposed to be self-contained, although we have seen several tents and things around, so it doesn't look like they're clamping down on that too much. But yeah, really nice spot. Good morning.
Morning.
We had a good night's sleep here last night at the Tainui Reserve in Feilding, and today we thought, while the weather's still fine and not raining yet, that we might go for a bit of a bike ride around the place. There's a bikeway that goes through just in front of the Caravan here, so we're going to hop on that and see where that goes, and maybe go into town and Feilding and have a look around. And yeah, so come along and we'll show you what Feilding looks like. So we're just going to have a couple of nights here at Tainui Park, and just have a relaxing time really, do a bit of video editing and try and get this one out. And then we were planning on going down to Otaki Beach and then on to Wellington and across the Rimatukas to Martinborough, but it is quite windy, and I gather it's pretty windy over most of the country at the moment, so staying right on the beach with a howling gale doesn't sound that attractive. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably go over the saddle and then we'll drive down to Martinborough from that way. So we'll investigate one or two free camping spots over there on our way down, and we'll go down to the wedding that side of the hills. So yeah, so sorry there wasn't that much happening in this video until we get our friend settled down a little bit. She sort of put the brakes on going out and doing a whole lot of things, because we don't really want to leave her on her own at the moment. So yeah, so thanks for sticking with us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please think about doing so. We want to get our subscriptions up to 1,000 if we can, and so that would be greatly appreciated. Give it a thumbs up, and yeah, I guess we will see you in the next one. See ya.
See you guys.